Hi there Aries, thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for June, and it's an action-packed start to the new month. It begins with your ruler Mars forging an awesome alliance with the Sun over the first 3 or 4 days, and this could see you having a connection with someone where you can really motivate each other to do better. You could also have a little bit of competitiveness about it as well. Communications generally will be very important. But also on the 3rd of June, we see coming to an end the square between Uranus and Pluto, which has been so mischief-making over the last few years, and particularly again in the first 4 months of this year. But the great news as well is that Venus, the planet of love and attraction, in week 1 is forging a very beguiling link to Neptune. And when it comes to your love life, watch out for unspoken signals about someone's interest in you. From a financial viewpoint, you may find yourself having some kind of decluttering session and selling off unwanted items. Or it could be something from your past provides inspiration to improve your finances in the here and now. It is true, however, that Mars, your ruler, is going to be squaring up itself with Pluto in the first 10 days of this month, suggesting that the power battles and the tensions which have dominated the last couple of months are not completely at an end. When you're dealing with anyone who can have an influence on your future, you have to be clear about the tactics that you use, even if you feel that their behaviour is completely outrageous. If they do have some kind of hold over you, you may have to just hold on to your temper and just be a little bit crafty about the way that you deal with them. From the 7th, Mercury, the planet of communication, which is in your sector of home and emotions, as this month begins, does start to twist backwards. It's going to do so through to the end of the month, but by the middle of the month, it's going back into the sign of Gemini. Now this is particularly significant because it's cautioning you just as it retreats, just to make sure that what you write down and communicate really is absolutely what you mean, because any little errors could be seized upon and used against you. Now in week 2, Venus is actually forging a fantastic link with Pluto, which could see you becoming much more conscious of the value of one relationship with someone influential. So it may be that you have to differentiate between who can be good for you and who can be more challenging. Yet, towards the end of week 2, Venus is squaring with Saturn. This could lead to a bit of a pinch point in an existing relationship, especially if intimacy doesn't come easily to you and yours, or you have different values, or money is a sticking point, and it's something that you need to negotiate your way through carefully. In an extreme circumstance, this can bring a relationship to a complete close. On the 21st, well, the Sun powers its way into Cancer. Now it's going to be forging by the end of the month an inspiring link with Neptune, and this suggests that, again, tapping into your memories, your past, and even the more sentimental side of your nature could see you coming up with a new understanding of who you are and how to move forwards. But Venus, ironically, is challenged by Neptune towards the end of the month because it moves into Gemini on the 24th. This, on the face of it, is great for communications and can see you cultivating some new contacts. But there may be one person that you encounter who's a little bit less than sincere, and you need to be aware of this and keep your wits about you, especially at a time when a more sacrifice side of your nature can come through with the Sun's relationships to Neptune. Neptune itself also goes into a retrograde on the 9th this month, and you can see that both Venus and Neptune are featuring very prominently all through this month, but in lots of different ways. And because Venus for some of the month is in your sector of resources, and then for the latter part of the month in your sector of relating, but Neptune remains in the sector to do with dreams, your imagination and subconscious, you do need to tune into this. You can't ignore it. You are an action-orientated person, but if you're not tuning into your hunches, it could lead you into some tight corners. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.